Hello! I didn't know if it started, but it did. It's Wednesday. It's time for massage reunion, and I am on schedule. I've been off schedule this week. I'm not great at schedules, and this whole emptiness thing is not conducive to keeping a nice, tidy, like organized time space. And I don't like how it feels to have my time space disorganized, even though I'm so bad at keeping it tidy. So my time space got messy. I'm cleaning it up. I'm committed to keeping it neat from now on. Wednesday, massage reunion. Today we're going to do sort of tapping, shaking, moving work, which I personally do all the time to myself. I like thump my chest, and I like how it feels to shake and sort of like thump things. Um, I think everything, like, I feel like we used to be creatures that, like, ran, and like timing was really important, and physical timing, like feeling the timing of physical things in our bodies was really important. Um, and now it's not. And for some of you, it is. Some of you, many of you, are athletes, and so you're doing that in your sport, right? You're sort of feeling the timing of your bicycle, and how that interacts with the timing of the road or path that it's on, or you're feeling the timing of your run and what that has to look like in terms of you know how that can needs to match up with your endurance. And but for a lot of us, and especially right now, we're still, and I think our physical, like our tissue, doesn't understand stillness. And one of the problems with it is that it times itself based on these sort of external cues about rhythm. So we're going to do tapping, partly because I've become disorganized in time, and I think it will help me. And also, I think, I'm hopeful that it will help you. But you could tell me. Again, please tell me if there's a thing that would be more helpful to you. Since you're not here, I can't know. I'm just throwing things out. Okay. If I stand up, sit up. Okay, I think this will be good. Okay, so let's start. So, for tapping, loose hands. You want them to be sort of like I think I don't play the piano, but I feel like if some of you play the piano, if you're a person who plays the piano, tell me if this is right or wrong. I feel like you would need to have your hands like not floppy, but sort of responsive, like loose in a responsive way. So piano hands are what I imagine to be piano hands. And we're going to start right here on our sternum. So, your sternum is this big flat bone that anchors your ribs. So we're just going to start at the top, two hands. With all of this, for me, it's more useful if I make sound. And you can start, it's a pretty wide bone, like maybe take a second to just feel its width. Like for me, here's the center of it, and here I can feel, like, here's my rib, so I can feel the head of my rib here. So, I mean, like, it's like at least one or two or three fingertips wide. So, and while you're doing this, see if you can, like, get your spine loose and let it move through your spine. Because, of course, your ribs wrap all the way around and attach to your spine. So when you're making vibration here, that vibration is going to resonate all the way through and back, and really all the way down along your spine. Your spine bone is what I was going to say. All along your spine bone. I'm your massage therapist. Trust me, I know about anatomy. So, and try like gentler, more gentle, really gentle, and then more thumpy and slower. Okay, you can do that for as long as you want. And now we're going to do one hand at a time along our collarbone. So I'm going to do it like right under my collarbone. For me, it feels best to get this kind of like just between, like, here's where I can feel my first rib. This isn't my first rib. My first rib's way up high. This is the first rib I can feel. So I sort of find this like soft spot that's between my first rib and my collarbone, and that's where I like to thump. And then all the way out to this kind of, I like to spend time in the divots. There's this divot where it comes and meets up with the head of my humerus. So, and then back, and then the other side. It's harder. It'll be easier. It's good to do it together, but then you can do this by yourself, and you'll have a better, when you're doing it by yourself, you'll be able to spend extra time places. And then I think I want to do a little bit. Sometimes I do two hands, and I just do, because then you can get like, it's like rain. Okay, and now I'm going to do smoothing, kind of rhythmic circles. And for this, I'm getting it into the cup of my hand. And I'm kind of like trapping this first rib in this cup of my palm. And then almost like using it as a handle, or not a handle, but I'm like, kind of like this, right? Like, see how here I've trapped my wrist in the cup of my palm, and I'm using it, like it can use it to make my whole hand kind of move. So sort of like that. And then okay, good. Good. So you can spend more time flat of the palm, just against your sternum. And now let's do our shoulders. So for this, yesterday we did long, lubricated sort of work in the muscles of our shoulders. Today we're going to do this, like just at your skin. The thing is, like there's all these like all through here. I mean, everywhere in your body, but especially here, there's tons of like little lymph nodes that are very close to the surface, and this stuff helps move fluid all around. So just pop, cupped palm, and then let's do down our arms. And all the way down. You can't see my arm all the way down, but I'm going all the way down on my forearm, and then I'm going to spend. Can you see? And then I'm going to spend a little extra time. I'm going to spend a little extra time at my elbow. You're not going to be able to see it, but believe that I'm like sort of so I'm sort of cupping it, and then I'm just on the joint. And now the other side. It feels like itchy and scratchy, and like you can get your fingertips and kind of like in particular use your fingertips. So like, Junlo's being scratched in this particular way. I think she feels jealous. She doesn't have hands. She can't do it for herself. Elbow, form. Okay, and now let's take a big open breath back. And then move shoulder, and then just like that. It's something that you probably do, like anyway, but now we've done it together once, and maybe you'll just do it like every hour or 3 hours for the rest of the day. Tapping and shaking. Next I'm doing a dance video for you because no one has shown up to do that, and I'm committed. Oh, it's going to be great. It's coming. I hope you're well. Yes.